March the 3rd, Birdsong. All the birds singing last month are ever more vocal now. Their songs are generally more varied and often longer, louder, and increasingly polished. Younger birds who previously were still learning their songs are now often almost indistinguishable from their parents, with both young chaffinches and yellowhammers now finishing their phrases. Chaffinches also have a weak note, not generally heard in other months. In gardens, thrushes, blackbirds, robins, tits, wrens, and hedge sparrows are all now regularly heard, often singing from unfamiliar situations. The normally shy wren may even be singing from the top of a chimney pot, and blackbirds even sing while they are flying. Great tits are showing considerably more variation in their most recognizable teacher-teacher call. Female robins produce high-pitched calls like their young, which encourages males to feed them, thus cementing their bond. Magpies produce strange utterances while they are courting, whilst hedge sparrows continue with their familiar hey tiddly-dee, tiddly-da. All this makes gardens, both public and private, among the best habitats in which to spend time this month, listening for the beginnings of the dawn chorus. For many, the blackbird utters the most beautiful sound of the month. Last month, he was predominantly singing short, warming up phrases, intermingled with a lot of pinking alarm calls. This month, his song is meant for an audience. With its rich timbre and fine tone, it is noticeably more relaxing to listen to compared with any other song. This is also due to its slow, effortless delivery and distinct pauses between phrases. They also have a very beautiful, softer private song, which is usually heard in the early morning. In the evening, the song of this mellow contralto is both quieter and more sleepy in character. In contrast, starlings are singing from telegraph wires and roofs their own set of rambling wheezes and whistles, with some piping, mimicking, and general fluttering of wings. Bands of sparrows, where they still occur, make a considerable noise squabbling. Song thrushes are still easily recognized by their repeated phrases. These have been translated by some authors into cheer up, or toady-so, or in the past, fresh herring, fresh herring. In larger parks and woodland, for example Cassiobury Park and Wimbledon Common, nuthatches, tree creepers and finches can also now be heard. All of these birds are much more easily seen now before the leaves unfurl, making it the best time to familiarize yourself with their calls. As tree creepers move from tree to tree, their white underparts stand out. They produce long, thin notes like a goldcrest, but with a slurred ending several times a minute for much of the day. The song of the greenfinch is not unlike that of a canary. It has been described as lazy, effortless, and rambling. The male also produces a highly distinctive long z or zwir call, generally referred to as the breeze or Z note. This is a call that once learnt immediately identifies their presence. Goldfinches are usually seen before they are heard due to their bright colours. Their song is also worth stopping to listen to. It has been likened to a group of people chattering together. Marshes have been quiet places up to now, but all that can change in March. If curlews and redshanks are about, their calls could hardly be more different. Redshanks hover and shiver with excitement as they utter a series of hysterical whistles, yelps, and yodels, whereas curlews rise up with a dignified silence before descending with their long, drawn-out, mournful poor me calls. Both can usually be heard only in marshes.